Take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
Sick for a month.
I'm riding around my grandma in her Cadillac DeVille, and she'd smoke with the windows up.
Hell yeah, we did.
Same with my mom, same with my granddad.
Hot box.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how bad I smelled every day going to school until I quit like being around smoke every day. Like you really don't even think about it. But everybody at our high school smelled like cigarettes, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
They were smoking in the boys' room.
Sorry, Nick. I kind of railroaded you there. I had to get it out.
Talking, yep.
Where were we?
I don't know. We was talking about smoking.
Smoking.
Your parents smoke inside too?
No, but we went through our family photo album from like the 80s and 90s, and there was one picture in my grandparents' house. Every adult had a cigarette in their hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
When we had ashtrays that like stood up and like were like beside the armchair of the couch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's class, man.
I come from a place now, and we weren't even like, I don't even consider us like white trash really. It was just a way.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Yeah, I watched a video the other day from start to finish, like with the wood deck and everything, mobile home to get it fully installed and everything's $100,000 now.
Good God.
Yeah, that's crazy. Back in our day, I think you just got a couple grand and he just show up.
This guy did 30.
Does that include the house
together?
or the mobile home?
Yeah.
I remember every week because they do a double wide. You know, it's two parts they put together. And I remember them put that together, and I was like, man, we going from single to two, baby.
Baby.
Touch myself.
We got our own bedroom. I shared a room with my brother until puberty, dude, and this shit would have got out of hand. Because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, we've already learned that Josh's house was the Pornhub of the 1990s.
Apparently so.
So wait, did you have just a single wide and then you bought another?
I lived in a single wide when I was little.
Yeah.
And then we moved to a house. I lived in an actual house for a while.
All right.
And then we upgraded because it was a small house, an
Yeah.
old house. And then it was beside the American Legion.
Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah,
Franklin.
in town, right behind Sonic. There was a little house, that little neighborhood back in there. And then
I had a dog run away whenever I lived in Franklin for a couple of years. I had a dog run away and I had to chase her through that fucking trailer park. Yeah.
Now we didn't live there. We lived in an actual house, but then I'm sure that my parents probably rented it. And then we bought us a daggum double wide. And I always thought we would move it out on like land by itself, put on some blocks like a real house. That's what they always told us. We moved to the trailer park temporary.
Yeah.
I moved out in the trailer park when I was 18. You know what I mean?
Smell that.
I thought we'd have a free range double wide, but no, we was in there with the rest of them.
But you can't really get the same kind of loan for mobile homes.
No, because it's like a car.
Yeah, because you
It's
can
on a
move it
frame.
anywhere.
It's on a frame. It loses value as soon as you plug. I think that's why I have such a obsession with pirates and like pirate history, because the old single wide trailers growing up, at the end of it they had them big windows that went all the way around with like the back of a pirate ship.
Yeah.
I used to pretend when I was little that I was like a pirate. I could look at me now. I could really be one. But I think that's a lot of it. You know?
That's funny.
Man, there's always something going on. Kids getting run over by bicycles and shit. People don't pay attention to speed bumps in trailer parks. You just become one. You just become one.
Yeah. I was gonna say everybody's revving up their
I remember there was a boy in my
Trans
class. There was a boy in my class in the 3rd grade, and I didn't even know he lived in the same trailer park as me because I never went in the back. Like we stay up in the front. Like we were told not to go past as the second speed bump or whatever.
Yeah, pinkies
it was
up.
rough back there. Yeah, we were a little better. We thought we had swimming. We was a little better. I remember
Swimming pool.
But I remember it was on a Sunday night, and it was like 8 o'clock, like close to bedtime, and the police and like ambulance started rolling in, which was nothing out of the ordinary. But it was one of the kids from my class, and I didn't even know. They were like, he got hit by a car last night. I was like, holy fuck.
Is he alright?
Yeah, he's fine now.
Okay.
Yes, I haven't seen him
Is he in jail?
in years. I'm sure.
He's probably not that good.
He's probably not well.
Sure. Our neighbors, my mom called me today. She goes, you remember so-and-so? They were our neighbors back in the day. And I was like, yeah, I remember them. Yeah, well, he just overdosed. And I was like,
Man, 70 years old.
I feel like it's like whenever my mom calls me, do you remember so and so?
Somebody died.
Well, they're dead. Like, oh, God.
Tell me, go ahead and tell me.
They, like your parents are over anyway, so they're kind of getting, it's like my mom's getting kind of scared of death in a little way. She's like, I just ain't got many years left. I'm like, quit talking about it.
Yeah, relax.
Man, quit smoking fucking 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
Yeah, that ain't no good, man. I'm glad I quit smoking. Man, when I was in college, there was a time when I'd smoke 2 packs of Dirty Birds a day.
Dirty Birds?
Yeah, USA Golds.
Dirty Birds. That's awesome.
USA Golds were founded here in Franklin.
They were?
By the guy that
right down
owns
the road.
Like 90% of this land. Once you get past these couple houses,
Well,
he owns Ricky's house right here, doesn't
He owns the this whole road with this fenced, pretty much.
he? He sold it for $300 million, and then put most of that in the stock market and made $1 billion.
Well, he
Nice.
sold to Houchins. He sold Commonwealth Tobaccos to Houchins for $1 billion as well.
Oh, okay.
And then
Josh knows the story a little better than I do.
I worked for Houchins. That's how I know. We got whenever we sold.
Were you a butcher?
No, I worked for Stewart Ritchie Construction.
Oh, yeah.
They're owned by Houchins. Shout out. Eagle Fire Protection, Fire Sprinklers. What's up? Anyway, so
give us some money for that ad,
Yeah.
or we're
Man,
deleting it.
you don't have to.
no, you don't.
It
have
was
to.
fine.
Yeah,
It wasn't
it's not going to
great.
hurt or help your business.
Yeah.
You're gonna remain neutral.
Tell me why we should pay you. I can't.
It's nobody's going to remember. 33 people that listen. Thank y'all. You call in for your fire sprinkler needs. In your house.
Tell them who sent you.
In
They're gonna
your
be
house.
like,
You get 10% off.
yeah, they're gonna be like, who?
That guy.
He cost us a lot of money. We had to pay for a couple hernia surgeries while he was here.
Jeez.
Y'all know me now. Y'all, I mean, just imagine me packing around a 6-inch sprinkler pipe, hanging sprinkler pipe all day.
No, I can't really imagine
I
you
could
doing
see you
anything.
complaining.
That's hilarious. It's true. That's good. That's good. I will set expectations high then.
Yeah.
Bars low.
Bars low, buddy. I like to float there.
I'm still confused why Christy's here, to be honest. Why she took you in.
She told me last night this is her house. I did tell her
Makes a lot of sense.
I mess with her a lot, and we were talking last night in bed. I'm like, she was like, I was overstimulating her, just fucking aggravating her. And I said, do you ever just want to say, just shut the fuck up, this is my house? And she's like, quiet for a minute, because she's really sweet. And then she said, sometimes. I'm sure. I said, let that hate out. Let that hate out.
Don't bottle it in.
Let it run through you.
Murder me.
She's the balls and she don't even wield it. I've been wielding it all the time.
Give you a bunch of NyQuil and just sit you in the driveway, run you over real slow.
Say you fell.
Yeah.
Throw my leg out beside me.
He fell asleep
He
behind
fell
my
into
car.
the car. He fell into the car.
He fell asleep behind my car, and I just backed
He
over.
had to get the mail.
He
and I
fell
didn't
asleep
see him.
under the wheels.
Ran him over.
R.I.P.
Made him sleep outside. Ran him
Good
over.
ideas. Somebody needs to write these down.
This is premeditated.
Yeah, I was gonna say if this happens now, it's on recording. So.
Man.
Is that the school that you go to before med school?
What's that?
Witch hunt?
Premeditated.
No.
No, pre-med. Yeah,
Oh,
pre-med.
Premeditated.
Okay.
I guess you could. It's premeditated before you go. Your premeditation medical school.
Premature.
Premature.
Ejaculation.
No, let's not get into that.
That's not the same thing here.
No.
Okay.
No. You know, if you take Lexapro or an SSRI, you can stop that.
Man, I'd take it if
That's
you
a
had.
fact.
You got some?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You'll bottle up like a fucking genie.
Yeah, it's like being on performance enhancing drugs, pretty much.
Except you don't even care about doing it. You know?
I wouldn't say that.
Some people. Some people it kills the...
You don't care.
Kills the libido. I was too busy worried about dying in my fucking sleep. That's what I was worried about. That's why they put it on me. I was afraid I was going to die.
Why?
I don't know. Just how it just was, man.
Man.
I had a lot of shit
Just
happen.
worried about everything on the
Just be
time.
worried about stuff.
Death. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Please.
Give me a fucking break.
Jesus.
I don't know, man.
I used to tell people when I was in college and I was really just, a wild man, drinking all the time or drinking way too much all the time. I'd be like, man, I'll be surprised if I make it past 28. Here I am, 34, so I've really already
surpassed it.
surpassed that bar. So
Ever since I lost my leg at 30, I don't know, man. I guess I was close, so it scared me. You know? And it's not really necessarily I'm just afraid of dying, so I'm afraid of leaving everybody else, like my kids and all that. Y'all be sad.
yeah,
It's
I mean, I
awful
might
brave.
come.
Y'all get over it.
Yeah.
To think that anybody would miss you. That's brave of you.
Well, that's awful obnoxious, isn't it?
Someone's full of himself.
I hold myself in a high regard. And I'm worried about dying.
straight.
That's a very selfish thing. I'm going to tell my dad I'm afraid about dying. That's fucking selfish as hell. What the hell you mean worried about you dying?
We got bills to pay.
Oh, shit, you better get out there and get you a good night's sleep. Shit. You worried about dying. I'm going to kill you.
I'll give you something to die.
Yeah, I'll give you some die about.
Fucking worry about. Worry about dying. Shit.
Don't you go to work every day?
Get you some real fears.
Yeah,
I worry about waking the fuck up.
dying in high school, that probably would have been the way to do it, you know?
Just go out on top before you just fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated myself back then, too, though.
Nobody's ever, like, talking shit about somebody that dies in high school. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
I already forgot about him, to be honest.
Who's too young? Yeah, but he didn't have to do all this.
Yeah, he kind of got out lucky, to be honest.
We probably dodged a bullet.
Did you hear? Blah, 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 died. Well, good for him.
Yeah, good for
That's what
him.
we need to
Here
start
in about
saying.
5 years, he'd probably start cranking kids out.
Yeah.
It'd just fucking be one more generation of him.
Yeah.
Of sorry.
Sorry as
Sorry.
hell, sorry. That's like the worst insult. He's just sorry as hell. Fucking sorry.
He's just a sorry person, or whenever like a older lady says "bless your heart" or something, we're like, oh
That's
no.
one of the things. I remember my dad. Like, Dad, I'm sorry. I fucking know you are.
Yeah. My
like-
grandpa would say, or I don't remember my dad or my grandpa, he'd say, "Don't I know it?" I'd say, "I'm sorry, don't I know
I
it?"
think my granddad never said my real name. It was just now grandson. It was never like Josh or young man. Now grandson.
Because he didn't know it.
I was always in trouble.
I like telling people that I'm looking into researching some of that government-assisted suicide.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
I think
Is there gas?
I think they give you like medicine more or less, like they just put you to sleep, right?
I don't think that's legal. What are y'all talking
Wasn't
about?
there a comedian?
Canada?
There was a comedian.
Canada has government-assisted suicide.
Yeah, there was a
Really?
comedian. There's some states that allow it. Vermont's one of them.
That's wild.
There was a comedian that had ALS that just did it.
ALS?
Montel Williams.
I'm about to tell you. Hold. Comedian. Yeah.
That motherfucker
didn't
hadn't
know.
aged a day. That used to be Kamala Harris used to date Montel Williams.
Yeah, we've mentioned that before.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
His name is Michael Laird, and
Oh, Michael Laird. Yeah, he was on Kill Tony and everything. Yeah.
he did self-assisted suicide.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought.
Well,
he
good
just-
for him.
I mean, for real. He was,
ALS is a terrible disease.
yeah.
My great uncle.
He was
died
still
of
able to
shit.
do comedy
He
on
was
it though.
44 years old.
He was
man.
pretty fucking funny too. He was a good dude. R.I.P. Michael Laird.
He did it in Portland, Oregon. That's where he did it. He was diagnosed in 2017, and it just, once you don't have a long time with that, you just melt away. I watched my great uncle.
Well, no, I mean you can see him. You can see his degradation on Kill Tony
Yeah.
because he started on Kill
Like
Tony
normal.
before he got his diagnosis. And like
He was
you know,
in like a wheelchair.
he was in
kinda
a
thing.
wheelchair and everything. They still let him come on. He would
Yeah.
come on like once a month at least. I would say.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Good attitude. You know, I mean,
good attitude for somebody in that position for
Yeah.
sure. He's great dude, great
So-
dude, and he was funny. Like I said, he
It's
was.
a legacy. I guess you got to keep on doing something.
Yeah.
At least he didn't quit.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of people just, it's hard not to.
Yeah, debilitating. You just end up in your house every day feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, I've been there before. It
Oh, I'm
sucks.
sure you have.
It sucks.
You're there right now.
I'm not there right now.
Nick, if you could lose an appendage, what would it be?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a tough
Probably the best for society would be my genitals.
Okay.
Just your penis or your balls and everything.
I mean, the whole
All of
thing.
it?
Yeah.
I was gonna
It'd be the
say, I
best
think
for
that counts as
society.
one appendage, really.
Is it?
Yeah, because I mean, if I was gonna say one, if they were separate, I would say the balls.
Well, I mean,
know?
you could castrate, like they used to castrate POWs and stuff, and they still have their dick, if they can still pee and all that, and
You can still,
I don't know if they
Rock
can do
up.
it. I mean, you're not coming.
get,
You're not have balls.
well, yeah, I mean,
You're not coming.
Yeah, you're not. You might be without balls, but I'm not. The prostate
I mean-
foot does that anyway.
yeah, you can still shoot blanks, though.
I guess I don't know. how
You'd
much.
probably be more willing to butt stuff.
You
If
think?
you lost your balls.
Because you wouldn't have that dry. You wouldn't have the testosterone.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, that's where a lot of
You would have
testosterone's
to
made.
get
Supplement.
hormone
Yeah.
replacement.
Yeah,
Which people do that. They have testicular cancer. They have to do that.
yeah.
We're all just one castration away from being a bottom.
That's right. That's right.
Nick's already there.
He's already there. What about you, Wes? What if you had to pick one?
I mean, I'd probably go. I'd go in your vein. I'd just in solidarity with you. I'd take the same leg off.
I'd keep your knee if you can keep your knee.
Okay, if I can keep the knee.
Not having a knee is a son of a bitch trying to learn how to walk at first.
Yeah, just losing below the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could do that. Yeah, because I need
if
my
I
hands.
had to go back, I would. Yeah, you don't want to not have your hands.
Yeah.
Can you imagine not having either one of your hands?
Oh, that'd be wild.
Christy get tired of wiping my hands.
See, I almost think I'd do better if I didn't have my left arm rather than I would rather.
A leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I ain't running nowhere.
It sucks sometimes because I like to we were throwing baseball a little bit ago.
Is G Money calling you right now?
G Money's calling me.
He probably heard his ears were fucking ringing.
Yeah.
But we were throwing baseball. I was trying to side shuffle and throw a baseball. You can't without a fucking knee. It's impossible.
He tried to jump.
He threw it on my head. I tried to jump. I
He
stopped
said,
myself.
"Whoops."
The leg come
jump.
off. I jumped, but the leg didn't. I left it on the ground.
At least you can't get shin splints.
You can't. Well, the right one gets pretty wore out.
Yeah.
I did get shin splints actually last fall. My right leg started hurting like a cramp over my shin.
Yeah.
Shin splints, but I didn't know that's what it was. And that's what it was. It was from walking, just trying to, because I use my right foot like a hand. Like I grip, because I have to. Like I overcompensate. And they said that's what it was. It was that muscle on top of my shin that was overworked. Now my right side's getting really tired though. Like it gets wore. Like my hip and everything's kind of hurting.
You're gonna be like, I mean, you've been like 3 years now.
4
4 years.
4. It's been 4 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna be ripped in that leg. You figure?
This one's strong. Like, I've never had big legs. This right leg's still a little bit solid. You
Yeah.
know, it's solid.
Well,
Solid.
Yeah.
solid.
She knows. She's like a jackrabbit.
Little fluffy.
Fluffy jackrabbit.
I attacked her with my nub last night. She was talking shit. I got her with my nub. I was doing kung fu.
Kung fu.
I said, let you explain this shit to a judge. You know, he gets me with my nub.
Can you
This
reenact
guy?
this?
Like this guy?
Nick, hey, I gotta quit. Nick, you're outside a lot. Have you had a lot of tick issues this year?
Only once or twice.
Really?
Yeah. I've never really gotten ticks that bad.
Yeah, I had never really either. Same with mosquitoes. They never really bothered me.
Boy, that Lyme
Jake's sweet
disease.
enough.
That Lyme disease just sneak up on you on one of them ticks.
I know. And one of the main things that I was it just kind of popped up in the news, not even really a conspiracy theory, but I thought it was kind of weird and could be like a conspiracy theory forming at least. Like so there's this big like tick epidemic right now, and I don't remember what certain kind of ticks it is, because I think it is, but there's like over 400,000 cases of ticks giving people alpha-gal syndrome.
Alpha-gal.
And that's the red meat allergy. So,
Oh.
and it's like this big uptick.
They
over-
want us eating crickets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like it can last months or it can last a lifetime. And it's also funny that, golly, boy, you ain't got that alpha gal.
I'm about to take his microphone over there. Let me see how close I can get it. Josh shitting his brains out right now. Give us a good push there, Josh.
Man, I had to let that out.
Give us a good push there.
Get the fuck away.
Come on.
I don't have any more. Ah, quit Wipe my ass. Oh my god.
Oh, Josh, that ulcerative colitis.
He says that he doesn't have very much time. When it hits him, he's got to go.
But yeah, man. Well, I mean, I think, like, you think the
He's
government's
got that alpha gamma rho syndrome.
alpha gamma rho, you got that? He don't know. He ain't got a fucking clue what he's got. He says ulcerative colitis, but I don't believe him.
Yeah. He's got
Think about seeing my old cock and balls.
he's got ultra colon.
Ultra colon.
Did you hear what I was talking about, Joshy?
What's that?
With like this tick epidemic we've got going on or whatever?
What's that shit called? Alpha gal?
Yeah. Like that's the red meat allergy.
I just had blowout and there's some alpha gal.
But like this red meat allergy, like, and it's like popping off like this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I even had a friend that went to the ER today because he found like 9 ticks on him.
9 ticks? What's he doing?
He's like in construction or something.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I only have
And,
like
but
5 on
he's
my
felt like shit ever since, not today, but he found them on him like last Thursday. and
he's
he's felt like shit ever since or whatever. And they gave him some stuff for like pre-Lyme disease or whatever. And he says he's been eating meat, so I guess he's fine with this.
There's no cure for Lyme disease.
No, but a lot of doctors don't even think it exists too. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
So what do they think it is?
They don't. I mean, they just. I don't know.
Alpha
There's not really a
Avril Lavigne
documentation
has
for it,
Lyme
from what I
disease.
gather.
Avril Lavigne never got over it.
She's not real either.
She died, didn't she? And she come back as a
Oh,
robot?
might have. But
There's a rumor going around about that. Years
she hadn't
ago.
aged a day.
Who?
She still looks
Avril
young.
Lavigne.
She's a clone.
That's what the like inside joke is.
Isn't it weird that Jamie Foxx they just put out a Netflix movie with Jamie Foxx about they cloned Tyrone?
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I haven't seen
We
it.
watched the
but I
preview the
think
other day.
it's
We haven't watched it yet.
crazy.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was
People
funny.
think he's a clone.
Yeah. Didn't he just get out of the hospital too, Jamie
Oh,
Foxx?
he looked terrible.
I can't believe
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne's only 38 years old. It seems like she would be much older than us.
Yeah.
You
Honestly,
know?
it's 4 years. Yeah, that's not crazy.
He was scared of
Christy's
blood.
age.
She said, "See you later, boy."
Avril
But y'all know the
Lavigne.
Beyond Meat thing, like the lab grown stuff?
Yeah.
Not Beyond Meat. I think it's just the lab grown meat thing is like the day that they announced that they were successful with that, like the same day that Sam Bankman-Fried got released.
Yeah.
So obviously they were trying to do something with that.
Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne's
replaced-
conspiracy stating the case. Here, Avril Lavigne died in 2003,
Yeah.
shortly after the release of her first successful album, Let Go. It was replaced by a body. They even have a name. They even have a
Yeah.
name for her body double, Melissa Vandella.
See, I'm telling you, man.
The Mandela effect.
Evidence used to support the theory includes changes in Lavigne's appearance between 2003, supposed subliminal messages in her follow-up effort, Under My Skin, and a photo shoot in which Lavigne has the name Melissa written on her hand. What?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We going deep on this one.
Yeah, she's dead, man. She was married to Nickelback dude for a little while too. Chad Kroger.
Chad Kroger's?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's
You got a
wild.
body
Yeah, I've
double.
never heard that.
Melissa Vandella.
Who's that? Who's that?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Who's that mayor or governor of? No, I think he's the mayor of like. No, he's the governor of like Minnesota or something like
Yeah,
that. The
what's
guy
he
with
do?
the big ears that had a stroke and supposedly he died and he's replaced with the clone.
You talking about the big tall fella?
Yeah,
That like just
Weird-looking
dresses
guy.
in sweatpants and
Yeah,
whatnot?
weird looking guy. There's a bunch of before and after pictures. Of
Thinks
before
he's
the
a
stroke
clone?
and after
Minnesota?
the stroke.
Minnesota.
I don't know if it's Minnesota or not.
Tim Waltz.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about this one either.
Pennsylvania.
It's Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
Is it the big tall fella?
Yeah.
Well, hot damn, everybody's a body double these days. You think Biden's got a body double?
Dude, I think Biden.
If he's got one, they need to start using it
he's
more
got
often.
plankton in his head running his shit.
He's just a little suit of skin, same with old
that's all it
McConnell.
is, man. It's crazy. No, you're thinking about the dude, the senator for Pennsylvania, not the governor. He ran for senator against Dr. Oz. The dude that had the stroke and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, big goofy dude. Yeah, I can't think of his name, but yeah, he
Fetterman, John Fetterman.
John Fetterman.
Yeah. That's the big dude I'm talking
he
about.
won too.
Yeah.
This dude won.
Yeah, and he just shows up places in like t-shirts and a sweatpant, which is tight. Like
It's comfortable.
I
He's a
fully-
big dude.
I fully support that.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
I fully support our like politicians just dressing normal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't wear sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Well, I mean, just dressing comfortable, just whatever you like, just do whatever you want. Like, who cares
I
what
think
you look
comfortable for me
like?
is a polo shirt.
That's fine too.
And,
That's fine too.
I mean, I wear these around the house with basketball shorts. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like an old man. Like, I look like an old JV baseball coach.
I would say if I
Got the newspaper tucked in my waistband.
if I lived in the perfect like climate for it, I would wear sweat shorts and a hoodie every day.
A hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't like the hood. I feel like it's choking me or something.
Oh, I love the hood. I'll put the hood up all day long too. Just keep
I know.
it
I'll
up.
wear a flannel shirt now. I'll wear me a flannel
Oh,
shirt.
I like flannels too, but hoodies are so comfy, man. I feel like it's like you're wearing a hug all day.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't
We
like
didn't
you don't
hug
like
a lot,
getting.
We didn't do that.
You'd
I
think-
told you I got 5 hugs my whole life.
You'd think you'd like it then.
Dude, until like you could ask Christy, man. Like I don't have a lot of that in me. Like
You don't have a lot of love in you.
Well, love, but not like touching and shit. You know,
Not a
That
big.
sounds miserable.
not a big cuddler.
That sounds awful.
I'm not. That's just how I am. Maybe that's why I'm sad.
I'll cuddle with you right now.
Maybe that's why I worry about dying all the time.
Yeah, I'll cuddle with you right now if you need it.
Chrissy's
I
just
don't
now
want it.
adjusting to not being touched.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just accepted it.
Yeah.
She must love me.
Well,
I don't know about that.
you clean the house.
She likes jokes. I just tell jokes all the time.
Bad jokes.
Bad
She
jokes.
likes bad jokes.
Bad jokes. Not any good ones. Not any good ones. Sad. Real sad. Self-deprecating jokes.
I got nothing. You been working on any bits lately? Nick
Man,
shared one.
I have been working on some bits lately. I hate to give them up on the podcast though, but I guess I'll talk about them.
That's fine.
So
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
good with that.
I was talking about.
I mean, just like one that you ain't really even worked out yet. Just throw it out there. Maybe we can help you with it.
Well, hold on. Let me see.
Come on, man. Hurry up.
Put me on
Golly.
the spot.
Jesus Christ. This is only an hour long.
Okay, so we were riding in Christy's car today. She got a Toyota car, and a feature that we found out about is that driving down the road at nighttime, the high beams and low beams will come on automatically and, shut off. So I was like, could you imagine, like back in the day, I said, my parents always taught me, don't be bright lighting people that don't have the lights on because you might get gang initiated.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like, don't be. I said, so if you're driving like out west, like where the Bloods and the Crips are, you don't want a damn Toyota Camry or Corolla or nothing because it might get you clapped up.
Or maybe you join the gang.
Hey, maybe you have to do the initiation though.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think that involves killing people. I don't think you get into heaven doing that.
I mean, if you ask for forgiveness.
That's what I was going to say. You got to ask
Yeah,
for forgiveness.
no sin's bigger than the other one.
I don't know about that.
It says that in the Bible.
That's what they say.
It says that in the Bible.
You
No
don't
sin's
really think
bigger.
that's true though? Like,
It's comforting sometimes.
Yeah.
It can be comforting.
Yeah.
I guess you gotta all have something, but I do think about that sometimes. Like, what say, like, lying is a sin.
Mm-hmm.
The smallest lie in the world is the same as a big lie. That's how I was taught. They, usually little ones turn to big ones, but I don't think me lying about eating fast food is the same as killing somebody or something.
We don't think.
Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, I'm not here to judge anybody either.
Well, good. I've killed a few people. So.
Well, good to have you on my side. I might need some help. But I don't think that. I guess it's just all if you have what you can deal with yourself, like on your conscience.
Yeah.
Like you're not going out doing lewd shit, unless you're a lewd fucking person. Just wild shit.
I've been lewd.
I've never thought about like hurting anybody like violently.
I've had
No.
moments of lewdness.
I really have.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've had moments of lewdness probably.
But I've never hated anybody enough to like wish hurt on them or nothing like that.
No, I've never punched. I've never even hit anybody.
I've been in a fight, but I've never punched anybody. I got beat up. I really did.
Oh,
Did y'all see me in a fight somewhere?
Was that in Texas?
Square up?
Florida. It was in
Florida, yeah.
Square up,
I got
fool.
beat up so bad.
I got in
was
a
there.
fight.
I was like the guy trying to stop it.
I got in a fight at Burger King one time. I was dressed as Mario.
Yeah,
It was after a
nice.
Halloween costume
Yeah.
party. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got in a fight at
Did you get beat up?
Burger King. No.
You
I came
won.
out good.
Yeah,
As Mario.
I got elbowed in the face so
Were you fighting Luigi?
No, but Dustin Grace
Ah.
was Luigi.
I seen the dude. He scared the shit out of me the other night at the shout out Dustin Grace at the Summer Vibes Music Fest.
Dude, he told me at one point, me and him were dancing, listening to Smash Mouth, and he told me, he said, Steve-O! And I broke my neck. I turned to try to find Steve-O so bad. I realized it was a joke, and I turned
Steve-O.
around. I cussed him. I said, never.
Joke about fucking
Get me hyped
Steve.
up
Yeah,
like that.
or any of the Jackass guys, really, even Danger Aaron. I
Yeah.
would be like, what?
What if
I'm
he
going to
said
let
that?
him kick me in the nuts. That's my first immediate thought was, I'm going to get on stage and let Steve-O kick me in the nuts.
He's a damn Margera. He probably was there.
What's the guy that died? Ryan Dunn?
Ryan Dunn,
Ryan
yeah.
Dunn. Well, it'd been
Ryan
funny if he
Dunn,
would have said,
yeah.
Ryan Dunn, you turned around.
Didn't he die in the same kind of car as Paul Walker?
I don't know the
It's
facts
like
behind
Porsche.
that.
I think
It might have been on the
Porsche.
same road.
It was something to do like the same, either the same kind of car or the same area.
R.I.P. Paul Walker.
And Ryan Dunn.
Vin
Yeah.
Diesel still hadn't recovered.
No.
No.
F is for family.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? The Fast and the Furious franchise did fine without him.
No, they're working on number 11 or 12 now, I think, isn't it? I quit watching them after 5.
There's a
I've
new
never
one
seen
out
it.
right now.
I've never even watched
They're
it.
about to have a spin-off with like Letty, the
The chick,
Latino woman.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're gonna have a spin-off.
Like
with
a show or a movie.
a movie,
Or
like
like
a
streaming
series.
I just noticed your hat. That's awesome.
Lowe's for pros,
Yeah,
baby.
you get one of those.
I'm a
when
pro.
They,
I'm a Lowe's pro.
They give those away.
To pros?
You gotta sign up
pros
for a fucking
parking
credit card
spot,
and get a
baby.
damn hat. You
gotta
gotta
wear
get a
the hat.
$5,000 debt first. You can run this here
They-
Lowe's count up.
They took my Lowe's credit card away from me when at the beginning of the pandemic. I think they took a bunch of people's
because they
accounts
knew
from
that
us,
y'all was
'cause
about to be
Yeah.
y'all was about to be buying up all the shit.
Mine was maxed out anyway.
Like this guy's bored. If you spend over $5,000 a month at Lowe's, and we're gonna clip your card.
Do you think some of these colleges and stuff are going to try to reinstate mask mandates?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's already schools doing it right now.
In Michigan, I think
We
I
gotta,
seen.
we gotta just not do it.
I didn't do it the first time.
No.
I mean, we were still doing the podcast, the old podcast. Remember?
Whenever someone would ask me I didn't have one, I'd walk out and I don't think I'm gonna do it this time.
I kept one in my
I
back
think I'm
pocket
just gonna
because I had
stay
to
in
go
there.
into the hospital all the time. They made me wear one.
Yeah,
there, you know?
yeah.
Josh had the same mask.
No, I mean, they've
2 years.
I did.
I mean, they've already, even like, what was it, last year? It might have been earlier this year. They came out and said, like, on national news that the masks just don't work in
It doesn't
general. So
if they don't do it, then they are admitting to lying.
is
yeah.
it ramping back up that much?
supposedly, I know of 3 people right now that, like, not close people, but people that I've been told. Well, actually, my grandma and my aunt both had it. Or
My
have
uncle-
it currently, one.
My uncle just got over it again. He's had it 2 or 3 times. You know, like some people just get it a bunch. Like my brother had the OG COVID like 3 times,
Yeah.
and he was vaccinated. Pretty sure. No, he didn't get vaccinated.
I finally got it the first time, this time last year, actually. I made it all the way through the pandy, and I lived in Nashville. I was still going out and doing whatever, really.
I wasn't going out.
I was out there, and even with my job, going to body shops and whatnot all the time. Like,
Out in them streets.
yeah, I was out there, and I didn't get it until I came back up here to Bowling Green one weekend and met 2 old buddies. We shared some cocktails together, and a day later, one of them said, "Hey, buddy, I got COVID. You might want to get tested." And I was like, I ain't got it yet.
We don't have
I ain't
it.
had it yet. And
Feel fine. Feel
3
good.
days later, I woke up and I was like, ugh.
I remember you called it. Yeah.
I was like, I don't feel good, dude. And I didn't feel good for like one day. Had to go to the doctor so I could like get out of work. That was tight. Getting like a nice 3 days off or so.
Did you get 2 weeks or did you have to do?
No, it was like only 7 or 5 days
Oh,
or
you didn't
something
get
like
the
that.
original, the 14.
Yeah. I only got the 5 or 7 days thing or whatever. So and funny enough, I like the first day that I got diagnosed was a Friday, so I burned 2 of those days on Saturday and Sunday, and then I got off like 3 more days or something like that. But the only day I felt bad was that first day.
Then you got over it.
Yeah, and I was.
You got some medicine.
And I wouldn't even say that it was bad. I was just like, ugh. It kind of
like a
felt.
bad sinus
It
infection.
kind of felt different than like a cold did, and I was like, this seems different. And
I've seen
then
people say they like lose like their memories and.
I know that shit happened to
My
me. I got good
father-in-law,
genes.
He can't hardly remember stuff like short-term memory
Yeah.
now.
The guy that does my prosthetic leg, like 2021, we were talking about it, and he caught COVID, and he got over it, you know. And we were talking. He's like, "Yeah, man. Sometimes I just walk down this hallway and get in my office and don't even remember walking down the hallway." And I was like, "Shoot,
Well,
I never got it once.
I haven't yet.
hell yeah.
No, I haven't yet."
I hope that unvaccinated sperm starts going real high on the market. You know, the sperm bank
Didn't
market.
you have a vasectomy?
I'm gonna
though?
get it reversed.
Oh, okay.
If I can go like a stud bull and get about $1,000 for a shot, you know.
I think they had to meet you first. They started buying your fucking semen.
Well, they're gonna,
God almighty.
they'll be lining
Can you
up
imagine you
out of
like
the door.
had like 1,000 kids
they'll
out
be
there?
lining up out the door, but
We don't know who they were.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this stupid ass mustache on this kid.
Some bitch has a potty mouth on him. You hear the mouth on that little asshole? Tell me to go fuck myself.
He offered to power wash my house for me. Dude's only 3 years old.
He's out here running down
Tucker wanted-
advertisement.
Tucker wanted a toy the other day. He's about to turn 5. We were at Cracker Barrel, and I said, "Well, I think you need to work and earn the money for
You just
this
don't
toy."
say yes for
I said,
it.
"How you gonna do it?" And he said, "I'm gonna use my play money." Well, that don't work.
Mhm.
I said, "You need to work for it." He said, and he whispered in my ear, "Pressure wash it. Pressure wash it." I said, "Yeah, that'll work. You gonna come with me one day? Yeah, that's fine.
That's funny.
Put him to
You
work.
gonna drag these hoses around the yard? These suckers are heavy."
Man.
Drag his hose around the yard. What?
He wore out. And I can see him now breathing all hard. Come on, boy.
Have him roll the hose back up for me.
Man. Is it not like a real thing?
Yeah.
Is it? You ain't got like loop it up
No.
like old school?
No. I'm not poor.
Well, my batteries, I got 12% battery left on this laptop, and we're at 42 minutes.
Well,
Sounds great.
So I think we've talked about COVID. It's a pretty good episode.
yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. It's everywhere. I don't even know what the fuck
My
we're talking
favorite
about.
part about it was when we made you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah, we got me farting on there, me having explosive diarrhea.
And I tried to get over there.
I know. I opened the door.
It sounded good. It sounded good.
Oh,
All right,
man.
It's been fine by me.
Josh.
Yes, Wes.
Nick.
Bye.
Later.
West Coast, Josh, one leg, Nick cracks jokes, they're a podcast stream team talking.